In today's video, I'll be going over the best placement for ETO on every map. Now, ETO is not one of my strong sides when it comes to figuring out where to place her, so make sure if I do make a mistake or you find a better spot, let me know down below in the comments, because for sure I totally could be wrong with ETO. Now, hopefully the 3.0 Anime Adventures update will be coming out soon. I want to hear what you guys think is going to be in that update. Personally, I think it's going to be 7 Deadly Sins, according to the Twitter leak, but we'll see. For Planet Namek, for ETOs, at least the spot that I put my ETOs, keep in mind, totally could be wrong because I barely use ETO. But when it comes to Planet Namek, I like to place my ETOs back here. Now, because of how big ETO's placement size is, it tends to be hard to place like them kind of crowded together and close. So what you need to do is just put them as close together as you can. See, I'll show you. See, ETO's range is very, very big when it comes to not being able to place. So the best thing you can do is just place another one over here like so. And then you're going to want to place one more ETO here. And that's how I would place my ETOs on Planet Namek. Like I said, I never ever use ETO. So these are just my personal opinions on spots that I have found. If they are wrong, you can let me know down below in the comments on what spots you use. But when I did some checking and looked around, I know ETO is Cone AoE, so once again, I would put it near the Arimas. So that's kind of what I'm going off here. But anyways, this is where I would put my ETOs on Planet Namek. Next up, we have the Attack on Titan map. Now, once again, keep in mind that ETO does have Cone AoE. So it's going to be difficult to use all of ETO's available range because of the Cone AoE. So we have to take advantage with what we can. And personally, I would put the ETOs a little bit more back here because ETO's Cone AoE is a lot bigger than Arima's. So when it comes to, where to place ETO, you normally want to place a little bit further back than you would with Arima's. Because basically, Arima, you'd have to place here so that he could reach down here. With the ETO, you can place it further back. And because of how wide the cone is, you will still reach all of this. And of course, if you want, you can move ETOs a little bit closer like this way. It depends if you think you're not hidden enough with the cone AoE that you have. Then make sure you move your ETOs more this way. Now, of course, if anyone is wondering, New to Pro Episode 4 will hopefully be out within the next few days. Though, if there is an update tomorrow, which is Sunday, I will not be uploading a New to Pro that day or the day after, probably for a few days, because most of my content will be oriented around that update. But for ETO on Snowy Town, I actually do know probably the best spot for ETO on this map, and I don't think there's much of an argument there. It's going to be over on this side or on this side, like so. I'll show the two different spots, but basically you put your ETO here, or you can place your ETO one over here. And the reason is because when it comes to Snowy Town, you're going to stack everything on these bends. You want to make sure your supports are slowing here, you have knockbacks here, you have all your damage. They all need to hit this bend. This is the most important bend on Snowy Town. All your damage is going to be outputted here because of how long the track is. So when it comes to ETOs, you just want to place ETO around this area so that when you do get Cone AoE, you're going to reach all of this. Next up, we have the Hidden Sand Village. Now for Hidden Sand Village, this is the only spot I found. Of course, you could probably put ETO up here because of the Cone AoE. You would reach all of this going down. But personally, what I found for this map is to put my ETOs back in front of this hill area. Kind of just like right here. And the reason is because once you get your ETOs maxed out on Cone AoE, you're going to be able to hit all of this going down and all of this back here. But B, before the units are stacking out back there, you're still going to be able to hit over in this area because of how big the range in Cone AoE is. Next up, we have Marines Ford. Now, if you are running Marines Ford, I would recommend that you don't bring ETO. Same with Ghoul Infinite. I think both of these maps are very poor maps for ETO, but really, if you really do want to bring ETO, you can. It's just my suggestion. Now for ETO for Marines, if I'm doing story mode, I would 100% put my ETOs right here because when maxed out, you're going to reach all of this. But if I'm doing Infinite and I'm trying to get as far as I can, I'm going to put my ETOs back here. Just because the Cone AoE will hopefully reach all of this, or well, it will, we know that for sure. And then also, some of it will tick on this bridge, which just gives you a little bit extra damage, especially when you have all your slows and knockback in this area. Alright, now for the final map, we do have the Ghoul map. And once again, like I said with Marines, please don't bring ETO on this map unless you really want to, because you won't have enough time with the waves, that how short it is, to gain enough damage for ETO to be viable. But anyways, for the Ghoul map, I'm going to put the ETOs in the exact same spot I put my Arimas. Now, I do want to mention, when I uploaded the Arima video, someone mentioned that you can put your Arimas, I don't know, like somewhere back here, I think. And what's going to happen is your Arimas are still going to reach kind of like this bend area, but they're also going to be able to reach all around here. And I do want to make a pointer note about that. It may be viable when you're doing something like story mode or I guess infinite as well. But I think when you're going as long as you want to go, like going for a leaderboard or something like that, it's going to be more viable to put your Arimas over here. because all your supports and buffs are going to be over here. So if you have to manually move an Irwin just back here to buff those Arimas, it's just not going to be worth it. But anyways, for the ETOs, I would put them in the exact same spot I would put the Arimas for this map. So if you bring Arimas, just stack them behind the ETOs, or you can do the other way around with the ETOs in the back. But anyways, that is going to do it for today's video. If you guys have any video suggestions or something you guys want to see next, I know you guys want to see Juzo placement, but I plan to just do the Juzo one in my master guide for all placements for meta units. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.